It's the Bills and the Falcons.
First opened in 2017. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, Brooks. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At a 36-yard line.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's the big man Dillon with it. And he's got room. The 20. 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Brooks. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Brooks. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On a jet sweep, here comes Toney. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 1st down, Jarrett. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, Jarrett. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain there for the Bills. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Brooks throwing on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Touchdown! A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jarrett finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. And they're putting in together a very strong drive as a response.
Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, it's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the turn.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Now Brooks on 1st down. Flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. Brooks now on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with his 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon in charge.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, He is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Bills! A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Casey. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Casey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Jarrett. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A gain of 6 there on first.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
First down, Bill.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play here for Buffalo. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Throwing on first down. Brooks got a man, and he hits him in stride. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he'll get 4 there, now to about the 12-yard line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Jack Fox.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Falcons offense set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man is Duvernay.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On second down, Jarrett. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run on first down. Jarrett. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
We'll check on his status when we get back. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Quiddy Pay has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Casey. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stays.
They called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Brooks. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
His career rushing numbers just continue to rise with that last carry. He surpasses 12,280 yards and also surpasses Marshall Faulk. They run again with Dillon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll go down at the 28.
Let's go.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Dillon.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brooks on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Dillon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Again, it's Dillon.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe. A little